Hey, good morning, world. Thank you for tuning into Impressive Divinity 888. You already know that I'm here to bring you your guided motivational message. It's going to get you through the day, get you through the week, the rest of the year. I'm just saying, sometimes we need those guided motivational messages. All right, but I want to thank you all for chiming in here to my channel. And also thank you all for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, all your support, all those positive vibes. I love the positive vibes. I mean, I like all vibes, but positive vibes to me are the best vibes. But I hope your day is going by well. Hope you're staying warm if you're on the East Coast. And we're definitely praying for everybody that's on the West Coast dealing with those LA fires. All right. But before we hop into your reading for today, let's take a look at your quote of the day, which is first say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. And this was written by I always Epictetus. Please excuse my pronunciation if I mispronounce this person's name. But your quote of the day is first say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. All right. So I feel like it's telling you to get up and get out. You feel like it's telling you that? Be sure to let me know in the comments what you feel like your quote of the day is telling you. But I feel like it's telling you to do what you got to do and have no excuses. Life's already full of excuses within itself. Some people are even full of excuses and other things. But, I also feel as if, sometimes you got to remind yourself, hey, self, I'm going to do this and actually do it. Don't just say, I'm going to do this and put that I'm going to do this on the back burner and never do it. All right. All right. So be sure to keep that quote in mind as you do progress through the rest of the day, the week, the month, the year, rest of your life. All right. First, say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. All right. But let's jump right in. Let's get some overall energy for you. And let's see what you may need to know today. All right. You got influencer that pops out here first. All right, so I could be talking to somebody that's a trendsetter. You're nothing wrong with being a trendsetter, or you can also be a content creator. Maybe you're just, an online influence. You could be a social media influencer. It could just have something to do with being online. All right, it could be your online influence when it comes to other people. All right, you got painter, you got captain that came out here, so maybe you're really good at painting. All right, maybe your online influence has to do with you putting your work out there. All right. And you got captain, which is navigator of destiny, as well as voyage, leadership. So maybe it's almost about you taking the role in your taking a leadership role. You also got vendor that popped out here. All right. So yeah, it could have something to do with your business. Maybe you're an entrepreneur of some sort. Maybe you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. All right. You got clown that came out here. So it's like maybe you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, but I don't know, maybe you're hiding behind something. Or you got spy on the bottom of the deck. Maybe, I don't know, you're looking at things from all different angles. Or I don't know, I kind of get the vibes that I don't know, maybe you're just nervous to start on this new journey. It could be a new journey of yours. All right. Let's just say you went from working a 9 to 5 and now you're out here selling your paint or selling your pictures or putting your influence online. Let's actually get one more. Can we get one more here with the clown? Got genius. I love when that card pops out. All right. So yeah, whatever you do, you're really, really good at it. I kind of think that maybe you're a painter. Maybe you paint pictures. You're an artiste of some sort. All right. But if you're not an artiste, then maybe you're just a content creator in general. All right. You got soldier on the bottom of the deck. So you definitely stand up for what you believe in. All right. And at the same time, you're really good at whatever it is that you do. I don't know. It's almost like something, I don't know, something or someone. It may have just even been you, and just your, um, how you feel about yourself, what you think about yourself, what you think about your work. But something's just been holding you back from really putting yourself out there, And I kind of think it's like one of those things where, you're really, I mean, extremely good at what you do, and maybe it's just about you taking the leadership role, and if it's not the leadership role, then it could possibly, I don't know, just be you taking the next step, or because maybe the captain is maybe you own something, maybe you're owner of something, because you got captain and you got vendor, so maybe you own a retail store, maybe you own a retail line, maybe you work in a store. I don't know. I kind of think it's somebody that has some type of business or even somebody that's just really good at something. Every time we see this influencer card, it doesn't always have to deal with an online influence. It could just be that you're a trendsetter. You do things differently than everybody else. You paint pictures differently than everybody else. All right. You step into your leadership role different than everybody else. All right. You handle your business different than everybody else. You get what I mean? Like, you can look at it in each and every way. I just try to give you guys different examples of, what we get from the cards. All right. But let's get something here with influencer. What do we need to know about this trend setting influencer? You got park. All right. Nature's haven, recreational space, picnic retreat. So this is something that you like to do. It is really something that you like to do. It could be influencing people. It could just be, being yourself, stepping outside of the box, planting those seeds. You got garden that came out here. All right. So I do think it's something you're really, really, really good at when it comes to painting pictures or just having people see something differently. All right. You're definitely on the road to leadership, or that's your journey. Let's get something else here within the vehicle. Fuel station. All right, refueling stop, convenience store, charging station. So it's almost like you have to recharge yourself. What are you recharging yourself from? Being in this clown energy, maybe hiding behind a mask, maybe feeling as if you couldn't do something. What exactly are you refueling from here? You got court. All right, legal proceedings, judgment and verdict, justice and fairness. You could be refueling from going to court. Maybe somebody took you to court. Maybe, I don't know, you just got out of jail and maybe you feel like, you want to turn your life back around and you want to do something different. You could be feeling as if you're owed some type of justice because, I don't know, somebody took you for a joke or somebody laughed at you in your business or something like that. But it's kind of like the thing is like jokes on them because, I don't know, you stood your ground. I don't know. Let's get something else. We get something else here with genius as well as court. You got scorching land. So you are on fire, baby. You are on fire. Whatever it is that you do, you are on fire or you are about to be on fire. I think it has a lot to do with, I don't know, how you perceive yourself on the outside or how you think other people see you. Parking lot. When we first started off, parking lot was on the bottom. So parking lot has something to do with your reading. Parking spot, parking go, parking garage. So I don't know, maybe something stopped you. Maybe you stopped yourself. Because remember, for clown, you got jester, laughter, comedy, mask, performer. So was somebody wearing a mask in court? Was somebody laughing because you feel as if, or maybe you took something legal? Maybe somebody did something and you had to take somebody to court. And maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody took you to court. Maybe that's what lit that fire up underneath your behind, for the fact that somebody took you to court. I don't know, but I know you do. I mean, just look at these two. You got scorching lands, and then you also have genius. All right. So it's like your gifts are on fire. I mean, yesterday there was yesterday was reading about the gifts being extraordinary, or somebody hating on your gifts. But I think in this case, I don't think anybody's hating on your gifts. I think it's like you have to believe in yourself as well as your gifts. It's almost like you can't wait for the next person to, I don't know, it's like you can't wait for the next person to validate your gifts, or it's like you have to get on the road. You have to get into the driver's seat. I mean, look at that. You got within the vehicle and you got captain. All right. So it's like you have to be this navigator of your own destiny. And then after that, you got vendor. All right. Can I hold all three of these together? We're going to try. All right. But it's like you have to be the captain. You have to put yourself in this vehicle, and you have to drive yourself to be this individual entrepreneur. Maybe that's what you want to be. I don't know. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you're coming from a 9 to 5 and maybe you're just tired of working for somebody else and maybe you're just ready to work for yourself. That could be what it is. And that's why you got garden that came out here under painter, because maybe I don't know, there's a certain vision that you have, or you have a feel for something. But I get that it's a certain vision, and you know that if you plant certain seeds, of course your flowers are going to bloom, and that's going to push you into this captain energy, shall I say, this leadership position. All right. And if that's not the case, you also have decision making that's on your captain card as well. So it could be that maybe, I don't know, there's some type of decision that you have to come to when it comes to either getting in a vehicle or when it comes to your journey. That's what it is, because you do got road journey, commuting experience. So maybe there's some type of decision that you have to make when it comes to your journey. Is this what you truly want to do? All right. It's kind of one of those things too where you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to be able to distribute them evenly. All right, so that you can celebrate. No, but you got to celebrate that came here under influence. All right, so you're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. All right, so maybe your recent accomplishment could be, let's say you reached a new level of followers on social media. I'm just saying, that's a small accomplishment. I mean, not that it's a small accomplishment because that's an accomplishment. Some people don't receive any followers. All right, so for you to even see one follower, that's a small accomplishment. All right. It could be that you're just celebrating your online influence. Could be maybe you need to celebrate the fact that you stepped outside of the box and you put yourself out here. Maybe you were like this parking spot. Maybe you were just dim and dark and always behind the scenes. But something woke you up and something made you want to, put yourself out here into the world or have some type of online presence. That could be what it is too. All right. But yeah, I just think that whatever you did, whether that's an online presence, whether you create content, whether you're just a trendsetter just in life and you just do things out of the ordinary, whatever it is, you have some type of vision. All right. And your vision is what's going to get you moving. Your vision is what's going to help your garden grow. And it's almost like you're seeing that or that's what's going to happen. All right. So it's kind of like one of them things where you want to plant those seeds, you know what I mean? So that when a time comes for you to be in this leadership position or when a time comes for you to make a certain decision, let's just say as you get in the vehicle driving off, driving out of town, driving to another job, I don't know what it is, but whenever that time comes, you'll be prepared, you know? And it's like you'll be prepared to be able to maneuver and manage your business. All right. I don't know. Let's get something else here. You also had surrender that came out with painter. Excuse me. So maybe you're realizing that, I don't know, you had to surrender something. Maybe you had to surrender a certain outlook that you have on life. Maybe you had to surrender a sensation. Maybe you felt something. It could have been an internal feeling. Maybe you felt something about yourself, or it could have been, I'll say, your self esteem. It could have been, I don't know, it could have been a bunch of things, but there was something that you weren't feeling, and that's what held you back from stepping outside of your box. But it's almost like, I don't know, you stepped into some type of energy that had you pivot, and pay attention, like, hey, do I want to stay in this box forever? Do I want to step out and just try something new? I feel like you surrendered to the universe, and that's what that was. You asked yourself, you know what I mean, self, do I want to stay here in this energy or do I want to progress? And I kind of feel like you progress, you were honest with yourself, like, I don't want to be here anymore. So it's like you're doing what you have to do so that you can level up. All right, so that you can make this decision. I don't know, maybe you're thinking about moving out of town. Maybe you're thinking about driving overseas. Oh, well, not driving overseas, but maybe you're just thinking about, I don't know, driving, or maybe all of your thoughts happen in your vehicle. Maybe you make certain decisions in your vehicle, because you got pivot. Or maybe you were on the route to one journey and, I don't know, somehow you pivoted and you realize maybe that wasn't the journey for you, so you switch things up, and then that's when you became an individual entrepreneur. Let's just say, for example, you work for FedEx or Amazon or one of these delivering companies, you know and you were kind of tired of doing the whole delivery thing, so you decided, you know what, I'm going to create content. I have a vision. I'm going to make that vision come to life, and I'm going to do the things that I have to do when I have to do them. And I kind of think that's what you did, and now you could even be at that moment where you're pivoting. This could be your pivoting stage. Maybe this is you right now. You're in this captain energy. You know that you have a decision that you have to make, but maybe you're just uncertain which way to go. We'll just say when you get in your car or when you get in your vehicle. All right. Or maybe you just don't know you don't know the decisions that you make today, what type of impact they're going to have on your journey or what direction, it's going to take you on your journey. All right. And then because you got vendor and then you have fuel station. So it's like you're getting out here, you're setting on the road, or you got certain things set in your mind, and it's like now you're at the point where, all right, I want to be this, or I am becoming this individual entrepreneur. I have my own clothing line, my own brand, excuse me, my own store, and it's like now you have to refuel yourself. All right. Because like maybe you had so much energy in the beginning and now you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't use so much energy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel a little stuck, and I didn't put everything I have into this business, into this voyage of mine, and now I don't know what to do. All right. But the thing, like I said, you got That, and you also had fuel station. So these are two to go hand in hand because something refueled you. Something, it could have been a thought, it could have been a something. And if something didn't refuel you yet, maybe that's why you got to this place. Maybe you had to pivot, or how can I say it? It's almost like you got to this place of being an individual, we'll just say entrepreneur. All right. You got your own business, and maybe you pulled up to the gas station. Maybe you pulled up to the gas station, you didn't have enough money to put gas in your car, or maybe you only had $5 to put into your tank. I'm just trying to give you examples here. All right. So it's like you put everything that you had into it, and now you're like, well, I really don't have it to move on. I really don't have it to keep going. I didn't filled up my tank in my car, used all my funds. Now I'm at the gas station. I have no money to really put gas in my car, and now I'm out here looking like a clown or feeling like a clown. All right. But I think by you even feeling as if you were in some type of clown energy, I think that's what you needed. That was that legal proceeding, or that was that judgment. All right. It's almost like I don't want to say you judged yourself, but you had to come to some type of verdict. And it's either go backwards or go forward. Go backwards pretty much, and everything you did was for no reason, or learn to move forward so that you can make things 10 times better. And I think just by looking at your cards here, you decided, or you will decide, to move forward. I don't think that you're going to give up. Only because, like I said, you got genius and you got scorching lands. All right. So some type of fire is lit underneath your behind, or you are about to light this fire, or you are about to look. This is about to be, what's that game I used to play? Oh, I can't think of what it's called. But this is almost like your trail. That's what I was thinking of. So this is your trail. You're leaving a trail of fire behind, because you're like hot off the press. Like you can't be stopped right now. Because you just know the type of life that you walked away from. You know the type of things that you dealt with thus far, and you don't want to go back to that. It's like you put in too much work. You came too far in order just to give up. Or you came too far to have to go back and start over. All right. So it's like you are allowing yourself to pivot and different look at everything from every single direction. All right, if I go this way, this can happen. If I do this can happen. If I make this right, if I make this left, if I go down this hill, you get what I mean? It's like you're actually looking at everything from every angle. All right. So with this release card coming out, like I said, yeah, you did. You released the fact of feeling as if you couldn't do it, or you were out here looking like a clown, or you know what I mean, you just didn't like how things were. So it's like you had to release those toxic feelings about yourself, or you had to release what you thought other people were saying about you or your business. You know what I mean? You just had to put all that to the side, and you dug into your abilities, or shall I say your gifts, even more. All right. Or you used your mind, you used your brain, you used the things that you've been through. You've been in situations like this before, and you just told yourself, I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep doing this over and over again. I didn't came this far. I never came this far before. But I'm darn sure not going to give up. I get it. I ain't got the gas to put into my car, but I do have paintings in my trunk that I could be selling to these people. I know a lot of people have no soliciting, no loitering, but at the end of the day, I can put these pictures up on my IG, and I can sell these pictures, these paintings to people, and that's could have been how you made your money. All right, let's just take it back in the day. Back in the day, people used to sell their own CDs and their albums for $5 out of their trunks. That was how they got their names out there. You get what I mean? That was how they made their money. So it's almost like you had to think, or you will have to think of some type of way that you're going to have to make your own money. Maybe that's the mindset that you're getting in. Maybe you're tired of working for people. Look, expand on the bottom of the deck. It's like you're ready to expand. You're tired of being in a norm. You're tired of doing the things that you've been doing because clearly they haven't been working out for you. All right. So it's like you will, or you have gotten into this genius energy. And that's what you want, because you're leaving nothing but a trail of fire behind you. All right. And it's like nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you because, like I said, you don't want to go back to who you were before. Look at that. It is time. It's time, baby. It is time. It's your time. All right. And if this story hasn't happened for you yet, but this is what you could possibly be thinking about, then you can actually see the steps yourself. All right. This is what's going to happen. You just have to be willing to put work in. You can't be lazy. You got to be willing to ask for help. I was going to say that, but you can't be lazy. You know what I mean? You have to like really be willing just to ask for help and step outside of your comfort zone. But I kind of think that's what you did. I really feel like you stepped outside of your comfort zone. You did things that were unfamiliar to you, and that's why you're at where you're at today. All right, you had a good amount of cards that fell down there. All right, give me 1 second. Let me pick these up. All right, sorry about that. So what's awesome is that you did have these 4 cards. I know me, how I feel, how I do things for whatever reason. These 4 cards literally fell out the deck. So we're gonna take these as your motivational messages for the day. All right, but they are: have more faith in yourself and be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. So keep shining your light. Keep shining your light. All right. You're definitely, I don't know, you're different. You're bright and you know this. And it's just you have to believe that within yourself. All right. Your next message is: if you are noticing changes within yourself, it is because you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizon. And you deserve this new chapter. And you do. You do. Like, you really do deserve this new chapter. You know where you came from and you know where you're not going back to. You know where you were at last year versus where you're at this year. All right. It may not be at the top of Mount Everest, but you are not in the same position or the same mindset that you were in a year ago. All right. So I do feel as if you are noticing changes within yourself, it's because you're leaving an old version of yourself behind. All right. It's time to hit that reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful, brand new energy. You've got this. And this is your rebirth. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe because usually you get a feeling of, something is changing. Something is about to, I don't know, progress for you. So maybe you're feeling this intuitively. All right. And I kind of feel like if you didn't hit the reset button, it's time for you to hit the reset button. But looking at your reading here, I feel like you did hit the reset button. And that's why you got this energy on the board that you got out today. All right. And if it's not you, having a business, maybe it's just you putting yourself out here in different ways. All right. Just as equally the same. All right. Your next message is: sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know you deserve better. And that could have been what it is. Maybe that was the leading factor. Maybe you had to walk away from someone, or you had to walk away from something because somebody took you for granted. All right. And it's like you learn to have so much self respect for yourself that you will never allow the next to ever disrespect you, take advantage of you, or try to even take your kindness for weakness. All right. So maybe that's what it is. I just think, I don't know, maybe something made you walk away from a situation, and that's why you are who you are today. Bottom of the deck, you got: when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. All right, this is like a beautiful reading because if you have really been struggling, or if you have like really just been feeling like you're like mind stuck, you know, I feel as if once you really put the energy into yourself, things are going to change for you. If you continue to be in this stuck mindset, then your energy is going to continue to probably be stuck. All right. But it's like if you believe in yourself, your goals, you believe in, you just believe in yourself and, the power that you bring, then things are going to change for you. And I know it sounds like one of them cliche things. Oh, I believe it when I see it. Well, you have to believe it when you do it. Nobody's just going to hand your future to you like, here you go. This is what you've been waiting on. No, people are willing to work with you more when they see you actually putting in work towards yourself, towards your goals, towards your dreams. All right. And I'm not saying that you're doing things for somebody to help you. No, that's not what your overall goal is here. Your overall goal, of course, is to be independent. But the most successful people, some of the most successful people, didn't do things on their own. All right. They had a team of people. They collab with people. They learn things from different people. All right. And maybe that's the energy that you're in right now. Maybe that's what you have to learn. You may have to collab. You may have to research. You may have to work with other people. You may even have to learn things from other people. But anything that you do, it's helping you better yourself. All right. So that's something you got to keep in mind, but don't give up. All right. All right. So that is your guided motivational message for the day. If you are feeling the vibes, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to always be notified of those future episodes. Also, be sure to tune back in here with me tomorrow morning to get your daily dose of motivation. In the meantime, in between time, keep painting those pictures, baby. All right. The sky's the limit at the end of the day. The sky is the limit. All right. Don't allow anyone, anything, anywhere to stop you. All right. You have to keep going. You didn't gone too far to give up now. And that's just what you got to tell yourself. Every single time you feel like things are getting a little disarray, I done gone too far to give up now. You might have to take a break, quick break, rest break, take a sip of coffee, whatever, drink some water, but get right back on that thing and keep it moving. All right? All right. Be sure to have an awesome day, and I will be sure to motivate you later.